Hello, I'm Randy Garrett. Welcome to Short Film Universe. How did you get started in the film business?
I'm the one that kept money in all our pockets.
Anna, come here.
I'm glad to see that your film has been entered into the film festival. Hello and welcome to Short Film Universe. I am your host, Randy Garrett, and thank you for being here. I have Miss Jade, and she is a film director, producer, and actress. Writer. So we're going to turn it over to Miss Jade and let her talk about some of her films and some of the things she's doing and has done. Welcome, Jade. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Randy.
I
appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome. So Jade, I heard you mention earlier several of the things that you have done. So let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
How did you get into the film business?
Okay, so when I first came here, even before I moved here, I loved putting on talent shows. So I got
How old were you when you put on talent? Your first talent show?
My first talent show, I was 20.
Okay.
So back home, I'm originally from Gary, Indiana. So I started out, and then I would branch off to Indianapolis, like for Classic Weekend, because nobody was really doing talent shows back then. So I started out doing talent shows, and then when I moved here, I decided to continue to do the talent shows. So I threw a talent show, and a director showed up, and he said, "Wow, this was so well put together. I like the way you put things together, and how would you like to learn how to put a movie together?" So in my mind, I'm like, I'm not about to go to school. I don't have that kind of time. At that time, I was a nurse already. So he was like, "No, I can just show you how it's done. I don't even do scripts. I do improv and everything like that, and you can be a producer." And so, okay. So I would show up. I would pick the sets. I would set up the casting calls, and I would pick the people that was casted in the movie.
Okay.
And when we were on film set, I would design the set, and I would hold the boom mic. Back then, I don't know if they still do that these days. Okay.
Yes.
I would be the boom mic holder while everything was going on. And a lot of these movies that I made them at my house.
Okay.
So I would set my dining room up like a restaurant.
Okay.
You know, so I guess I always kind of been creative in a sense. So after that happened, I put out 2 movies out here, The Breaking Point and Lost in the Wilderness.
Okay.
So you can also see those trailers on YouTube. I did very well. I opened up 100 gas stations out here in Georgia. So 100 stores was holding my films. Some of those sold out, you know, within a couple of days or the same day. So, and the crazy thing about it, it was just my movies, and then it was porn in the gas stations. So I picked the gas stations. Well, for one, the director said, think about it. You don't want to be a place where you have competition and nobody knows. Then you're just going to be one of the ones that's on the shelf. Go to a place where there's no competition, where people will buy your movies. So setting up that distribution, I would put my posters up, letting them know that my movie is in the gas stations. You can buy it. Sometimes if the gas station wasn't selling as much, I would go out there myself. Like, hey, I'm an upcoming independent film director. My movie is inside. You know, because I had a deal with the gas stations. I wouldn't sell them outside. I would advertise them, but they would buy it inside.
Okay.
Because a percentage of it went to the owners of the gas station. So I was all in. I was hustling. Okay, I was hustling 5,000 DVDs out on the street my first round. So yeah, so I made a nice amount of money from that, and that's when I fell in love with film.
Now, you also said that you did it before Redbox, which I found when we were
Yes.
talking earlier, which is like phenomenal.
Yes.
So, and I do remember people used to set up tables and people would hustle the DVDs. So
Yes.
that was brilliant, to think of that prior to. Okay, so now you did your talent shows, and that's
Yes.
interesting too, because most people do talent shows in high school. So you
Yes.
did it at 20.
Yes.
So you were really, wanted to get into the business. Now, so I guess that kind of faded because people kind of stopped. I don't know what came after that, because Redbox came and knocked everybody out.
Right.
Okay. And then what did you do? What was
I guess since the internet evolved, people could just put everything online.
Okay.
So everything is streaming now.
Okay.
You don't have to, just like when you put music online, you put movies online. So now everything is not in a DVD box anymore. Everything is online. So I think that's what made everything kind of fade away.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
And then after a while, I got into a bad car accident
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
that almost severed my whole arm. I had to beg them to actually save my arm. So it was very, very tragic. And it put me down for about a year and a half.
Okay.
So in this year and a half, because at that time I was doing, in this year and a half, I wrote a book.
Okay. What's the name of the book, Ms.
It's
J?
called Mask Off.
Okay.
And I should have brought you a copy, Randy.
That's okay. You said
But
mask
this was-
off?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
Everybody is,
Mask Off.
okay.
So, because I was going through some things at that time, and I had seen a lot being in the industry.
Right.
So the subtitle is taking the mask off the entertainment industry and the justice system. Because I learned that if you were somebody in the industry, that you can kind of get away with a lot of things, if needed be. So that's what I talk about. Talk about experience with people, just different higher up officials. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it gets kind of deep.
Okay, so where can I find that book if I want to buy it? Can I go to Amazon?
Oh yeah,
or-
it's out everywhere.
Okay.
Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, iTunes.
Okay.
It's an ebook. I also went in the studio and did a audiobook.
Okay.
So I went on tour back in 2018 with the book, and so after that, during that time, that's when I created the VIP show.
Okay.
The VIP show, this was the angle. Okay, so I would have like people off Love and Hip Hop to come on, even if they were in town from New York.
Okay.
Amina Butterfly came on the show. 4 from Black Ink Crew. It was multiple people that came on the show that's from different type of reality shows.
Okay.
So thankful for that. And so my angle was I had a segment for the reality stars, but I also had a segment for my entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So my entrepreneurs were paid to come on the show so they can actually show off their products and get some more business. Because people were tuning in to the reality stars, but since they're there, they'll get noticed too.
Right.
So that was the angle for the VIP show.
Okay.
So it was in front of a live audience.
Okay.
I set designed it. People would come, eat, drink, have hookah. It was at iLounge downtown.
Oh, nice. That's so
So-
different.
Yeah, like I had a whole glam team because I had 3 hosts. I had a person that introduced the guest on. I had a person that hosts the entrepreneurs, and then I had a host that hosted our VIP guests.
Awesome. Okay.
So I had a whole glam squad that would come in, get glammed up and everything, down to doing makeup and picking out what they actually gonna wear on the show.
Okay. So how did we go? You wrote the book.
Yes.
Your arm had. I'm not gonna get
Yes.
into that.
Yes.
And then you had a show at a club when you had several people come in and you monetized it.
Yes.
Is that the order, or was there something else in between? And so when did you get into the producing, and
Yes.
we're going to talk about the other things that
Yes.
yeah, so is that the order, or did I miss something else?
No, that was the order.
Oh, okay. So after you did your hosting at the club, which
Yes.
was phenomenal, because
Yes, I
who
did
does
that for 2 years.
Okay.
Yes, so it was really good. So after that, everything was going good. I was healing
Okay.
from my accident because it was so bad I couldn't drive. I had to hire a driver
Oh, my
that
God.
drove me around for a year and a half.
Oh, my goodness.
So it was deep. And so then I had another traumatic experience that put me down
Okay.
for about a year,
Okay.
grieving from a death.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
So,
Look at that smile. You still
It's-
smile
yeah.
through it. That's wonderful. Okay, so what happened?
Right before that happened, I had all this footage from my book tour
Okay.
from Mask Off because I went to Alabama, Miami, North Carolina. I did 3 events here. So I had all this footage, and I'm like, all my friends, it's in this footage because we're getting out of limos and different things like that. Like the book signings was really exclusive. So I said, you know what? I need to turn this footage into a production.
Absolutely.
And then we can do green screens and we can talk about what was going on around these events. Because there was things going on around the events, but people just saw the events. So that's where Booked in the City came from.
Okay, so I want to stop you right there.
Okay.
So give us a little peek about what happened during these book signings. Well, that was, I guess, so interesting. So tell me a little bit because
Okay.
I don't know what happens. I know the book signing, but I would be a layman.
Okay, I'll go there with you, Randy.
Okay, let me hear it. I'm ready. I'm gonna brace myself.
Okay, so I was dating Biggie Smalls' DJ
Okay.
at the time. His name is DJ Cat.
You don't have to say the name.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you can say
Heart
the name
attack.
then.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
what was
passed
his
away,
name?
DJ Cap.
Deep. Okay.
He passed away, heart attack. And so after once his funeral things, you know, that people were preparing for his funerals, I guess someone from his past, which is a very, very popular singer,
Okay.
best friend.
Okay.
I mean, very, very popular.
I get it.
Okay. So I every year I had my birthday at STK. I
Okay.
would have my birthday at STK, have my birthday dinner there. So this particular year, I think I took a picture and posted it that I was at STK and I was celebrating. And so they came up there and attacked me.
Oh my goodness. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Why?
I'm serious.
Okay.
Jealousy. And I didn't know how the female looked, so that's why I call it a
Oh, it was a
attack.
female.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Oh, was this somebody?
And-
He was also clearly.
Somebody from the past.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
And the legendary singer, I'm gonna call her legendary because that's what everybody else calls her. She actually brought her up there, so she actually got STK to kind of hide the footage of the attack. So it was a case going on for about a year. I went to court 9 times.
Oh my God.
9 times. So I talk about that. So the reason that Mask Off, I say the book saved my life because that's what ended us from going to court. Once I came out with that book, that scared everything off.
Okay, because it was public and
Yes.
people could see, and not just that, you had cameras and people around you, so there was no sneaking.
Right.
Oh my God, and that is, oh my God. Okay, so I am so nosy, but was she jealous because you were dating this guy that passed away, or was it something else?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, and I get that, and I always have conversations with various people about that because you may think you know a person, but
Right.
when you start dealing with the men and the women, you see it on TV.
Yes.
It could be like, oh my God, remember the lady that was, she was an astronaut, and she wore, oh my God, and yeah, so
Yeah,
anyway.
it was deep. Like friends had to come to court and testify that was there. I was only there with a couple of my friends.
Sorry to hear that.
So yeah, it got really, really deep. And I'm like, how do I go up against such a legendary popular singer
Exactly.
that's got hit after hit after hit and that
Exactly.
people respect? I don't know if they still respect her the same since she married who she married.
Now.
Right.
Okay, I'm kind of putting it together, but we're gonna talk off camera. But go ahead. Okay, so we're gonna try to get past that because
Okay.
the negativity is we're not,
Right.
yeah. So okay, so now that happened,
Yes.
and you got your book,
Yes.
and these are things that happened behind. Anything else that happened behind the scenes that we can
Well,
talk about?
Yeah, during my book release, they got so scared that I was releasing this book. They would have people come up there and kind of stake out and see what's going on and sit at the bar and kind of see what's going on. But I had my publicist, she was a bulldog. She was on it.
Oh my goodness.
She would get anybody kicked out. She didn't play about me. Shouts out to the Holiday Firm.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it was, so that ended that. So out of everything that happened, I came out. Mask Off has been a blessing to me.
Okay.
Mentally, emotionally, and of course financially.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so you know, through it all, I probably wouldn't have never wrote a book had things like that occurred in my life. So
Exactly. Okay, so now we wrote the book,
Yes.
and then let's talk about your next steps, because we have
Yes.
other things that you and I have talked about.
Yes.
So what happened? You wrote your book, you have your publicist, you have your crew.
Yes.
Now, how did you go to the next level?
Okay, so now I have all this footage of the tour and everything, all the events that we did. I mean, from book signings, from booking events and different things like that. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I have a lot of friends that are entrepreneurs.
Right, okay, I can see
So
that.
the question was, I was like, with Booked in the City, I was like, this can be a project that we can work on together. But can friends really work together? That's the question.
That's the question.
So that's what Booked in the City is about.
Oh, how nice.
Can close friends really work together?
Okay, so I would like that answer. Or do I have to buy the book?
No, that's the production.
Oh, okay,
Booked
okay.
in the City is out on Roku TV right now.
Okay, okay.
So you can watch Booked in the City on Roku. Just put Booked in the City in the search on Roku and it's out.
Okay, okay. Is that the footage you brought with you, the trailer?
We do have a trailer, yes.
And is that what we're going to be seeing today?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I guess we're going to see that in a few minutes. So give us a little history about what we're about to see.
Okay, so basically, we know sometimes that females, a lot of females that are together, that are friends, you know, sometimes we might not always agree on things. We
Oh.
might not always get along, especially if you have like a tight sisterhood.
Ah.
I didn't want that to ring during
That's
production.
okay.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
It can ring.
She-
Okay, I meant to cut my
She
ringer
is
off.
actually
I apologize.
doing her streaming.
Yeah, they call it my. I should have put it on silent. I
That's fine.
apologize,
That's
man.
fine. That's fine, because we know that you're streaming it also on Instagram.
Yeah.
So she, you know, sometimes you have to. We're all human, and that's the good thing when people see that everyone is the same. There's no difference. So go ahead, continue.
Yes. So the question is, when women they don't get along, can you still handle your business even if you might have had a disagreement that day? Can you still come back and apologize and be like, well, I'm sorry, sis, let's just move on past this? Or are you just going to let the friendship go? I guess it depends on how close you are and, you know, the timing. I don't really know, you know, because I've seen friendships end off little things, you know. So I can't really say, but I can only say that Booked in the City is out right now on Roku TV.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go to that clip right now. Booked in the City, the trailer.
I'm a little nervous to find out what's going to happen at the secret dinner.
I was on the edge of my seat almost every day waiting on this dinner because God only knows what was about to go down.
One of the girls I'm not really getting along with, so I kind of didn't want to go.
I felt like something was about to pop off.
I just want to clear the air. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go ahead and go to this dinner. Whatever happens, happens. I know some drama's going to come.
Make sure we're good. I felt like we had some beef.
I've been friends with the girl for years. We've been friends for years, but I always have a problem.
Like at first, yeah, I wanted to beat your ass, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to end up beating this girl up, fighting the girl, and we fall out.
I'm a little nervous to find out what's going to happen at the secret dinner.
I was on the edge of my seat almost every day waiting on this dinner because God only knows what was about to go down.
One of the girls I'm not really getting along with, so I kind of didn't want to go.
I felt like something was about to pop off.
I just want to clear the air.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna go ahead and go to this dinner. Whatever happens, happens. I know some drama gonna come.
Make sure we're good. I felt like we had some beef.
I've been friends with the girl for years. We've been friends for years, but I always have a problem.
Like at first, I wanted to beat your ass. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to end up beating this girl up, fighting the girl, and we fall out.
Thank you for watching Booked in the City. We have Miss Jade here, writer, producer, and director. And we're just so excited because we're hearing about her journey before Redbox. Before Redbox, that's amazing that someone could think outside the box like that. So Miss Jade, thank you for bringing that footage. We're excited. Now, can you tell the audience where they can actually go and see that again?
Yes, you can watch all the episodes. It's 5 episodes. You can watch it on Roku TV. Just put in Booked in the City. And it's also streaming on HHN TV, the HHN TV, which is the Hip Hop Network TV. So either one of those networks, you can take a look at it and watch all the full episodes on.
Okay, great. And so we only have a few more minutes, but I want to get out what you're doing now, what your goals are,
Okay.
and what you would like the audience to know about.
Okay. So now I have birthed a new baby a couple of months ago. It's called Showplace ATL, and it gives independent film directors a platform to premiere their films. Not only do we do free film premieres, red carpets, where their cast comes in and gets interviews, and we serve all the guests free food. It comes with tickets. The tickets are like $30, but it comes with foods, drinks, including liquor, all the top shelf now, and your seating. So you get front row seats, and you get to see a great production from all the film directors that's up and coming now. And some are award-winning film directors. So I've had this one that came last month. He actually won film festivals in LA. So it's been great so far. Like I said, it's only 2 months in. The name of it is Showplace ATL. And you can go to showplaceatl.com to check it out. And also on social media, Showplace ATL.
Okay, so awesome. So Showplace ATL. So if I have a short or a film, I can come to you for my red carpet event.
Yes.
Is that pretty much
That's
what it is in a
exactly what it
nutshell?
is, yes.
And you do all the work pretty much with selling the tickets, etc.,
Yes.
and the food. So that's awesome. So
Yes.
all they have to do is just come to you and say, hey, show my premiere.
Yes.
And awesome, the red carpet. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. So I
We
would
provide
love
them
that.
with everything, the flyers, the Eventbrite links, and about 100 people usually show up. We almost ran out of chairs our last film premiere. So it's been great. Everybody comes in nicely dressed, suited and booted. So it's such a lovely scene. My first one, I remember being so nervous because you don't know how people actually will receive such something new that nobody's really doing. So
You're back to it again. I love
Yeah.
it, Jade. Like, I do not know anybody that does that at all.
Thank you,
And so
Randy.
you're right back to the beginning.
Yes.
So awesome. So give me that name again, Showcase ATL.
Showplace.
Showplace ATL.
Yes.
That's phenomenal. And it sounds like it's where your passion is now. So you don't want the talent show, you don't want the dish, you don't want the gas station, you don't want the books. Well, the book probably will come later.
You know what, Randy, I have a publishing company now.
Oh my goodness.
So I have a client that's actually coming out with a book today,
Okay.
Dunbar Esquire. It's Race Matters Against Pain and Management. So maybe he'll be a guest one day. But basically, I have a publishing company called Uplifting Publishing because when I released my book, it uplifted me. So that's why I named the company Uplifting Publishing. I haven't had a whole lot of clients. I've released about 7 books in the last 2 years for clients, but it's making its way on up there. So if you need publishing, I got you. I have great editors, great cover designers, marketing. I have a publicist, a PR person that does everything. Media kits, get you interviews. I have marketing tools that you can get, the banners, everything you need in order to put your book out there.
Wow, that's phenomenal. So we have you're a publisher.
Yes.
And you have the Showplace
ATL. Yes.
And is there anything else? What else do you want to do? where does this, is it going to end? It sounds infinite to me, but is there anything else that you can think of or that you're currently doing outside of those two things?
Actually, as far as entertainment goes, no, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
I want to expand Showplace ATL to other states. That would be great, giving them the same opportunity, because Atlanta, we have a lot of talent here, of course, but we're not the only ones that have the talent here.
Exactly. And that would be a great franchise opportunity,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I think that would be awesome.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Maybe with your help, Randy, I can make that happen.
Well, I am a believer, so it wouldn't be with me. You had to go to the other man to get that done. But I am really taken back. I love I am a very creative person,
Yes.
but to come up with ideas is just not my thing. If you give me something, I can run with it and
Yeah.
create it. But I take my hat off to people
Thank you.
who have that ability. That's phenomenal. And you're going to do great things. I
Right.
absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Yes. So is there tell me a little bit about the Showplace ATL. So if you could foresee it in the future, because these are people who want to do something like that.
Yes.
And they don't, they're like me. They're just not that creative. So what does that look like in 10 years?
Hopefully I will have a theater
Okay.
where, Showplace is a household name, where it's stationary, where it can actually create projects as well, where it can have hands-on teachers, different things like that, because I learned so much in film. It's just like acting, it can be very therapeutic. So I'm thinking, I would love the theater, the whole thing. I mean, even getting into, my aunt, she actually does plays out in Mississippi.
Okay.
So she does plays, and I've always been a movie type of person, or a TV show or reality series. So I don't know if I'm gonna ever do any plays, but I don't mind assisting, someone that needs a place like Showplace ATL. So it's a very, very new platform. It's only 2 months in. Next month will be the 3rd month that we do our 3rd premiere. So it's so new. So I think once it catches wind, it's like sky's is the limit.
Exactly. And the phenomenal thing that I like is the actual artist or the company, there's no cost to them, because the cost
Yes.
comes from the people who actually buy the tickets. And we know people are going to buy the tickets, because I love to get dressed up and go somewhere. I mean,
Yes.
it's well worth it to
Yes.
me. I do all this shopping. Now I need some place to wear the clothes. So I
Yes.
think that's phenomenal. And that just comes from a lay person. And then I am a big supporter of my friends and people who are trying to do anything, in the entertainment business. So I'm always going to many events. So I'm sure other people feel the same way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're getting ready to go ahead and wrap this up, but I want you to tell the audience, give them your name, where they can find everything about you, and I want to hear about the Showplace ATL and the publishing company.
Okay. Well, you can always reach me at the #1 MS Peach ATL. I'm on Power 108.9 as the radio host every Monday. So check me out. It's called The Breakthrough Show. And that's The Breakthrough, THRU. So make sure you follow that. If you would like to currently get Mask Off and find out who I'm talking about, you can follow Mask Off Book on all social media platforms and check that out. Again, Booked in the City is out right now on Roku TV. And you can follow Showplace ATL if you're interested or need more information about it, or if you just want to be a part of it. Just follow Showplace ATL on Instagram, on all social media platforms.
Thank you. Isn't she awesome? She's going places. Well, I just want to thank you for tuning in. I definitely want to give a shout out to our producer, Felix Washington. And I would also like to let you know about the Coach's Corner, Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We have The Flav Thursday at 8 o'clock. We have Bedroom Chronicles. That is Saturday at 2. Talk Show Diva Sunday at 4:30 and the Talk Show King Sunday at 6:30, and then we have Short Film Universe that is Tuesdays at 7 o'clock. We thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And again, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I'm Randy Garrett. Welcome to Short Film Universe. How did you get started in the film business?
I'm the one that kept money in all our pockets.
Anna, come here.
I'm glad to see that your film has been entered into the film festival. Hello, I'm Brandon.